All right, David Ken here with another question from your Hayes and Harris Math SL textbook. This is Chapter 2E.2, Question 12. In this question, we have three consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. So the sequence goes up by adding the same amount every time. The sum of the three terms is 12, and the product is negative 80. And we want to find those terms. And we're given a hint. It says instead of letting the three unknowns be x, y, and z, or a, b, and c, it says let one of the terms be x. And then because we know this is an arithmetic sequence, the next term is going to be x plus the common difference. And the previous term is going to be x take the common difference. And if we set up our unknowns in this way, then we only have two unknowns rather than three. So that's a big hint, because we're only told two things. So we use those two pieces of information to find our two unknowns. The sum of the three is 12, so that means our three terms, x take d, x, and x plus d, has to equal 12. At the same time, the product of the three is negative 80, so x take d times x plus d is equal to negative 80. So we'll see where we can go from here. This looks like it's going to be really ugly to factorize out for now, so I'm going to leave this one alone, focus on this one, because here I have a lot of common terms that are going to add up nicely. I have x and x and x, three x's. And I have negative d plus d. That disappears, and I get 3x equals 12. Well, this is great because d is canceled out, and that allows me to solve for x, which is now 4. I can take that result and supply it into my other known. So then 4 take d times 4 times 4 plus d is equal to negative 80. I'm going to rearrange this a little bit. I'm going to take the 4 out in front because you can do multiplication in any order. And I'll have 4 times 4 take d times 4 plus d is equal to negative 80. That's going to allow me to divide by 4. Negative 80 divided by 4 is negative 20. And here I have difference of squares. 4 take d, 4 plus d. That gives me difference of squares 16 take d squared when I FOIL this. 16 from negative 20 is negative 36, which means that d is equal to the square root of 36, which is plus or minus 6. Anytime you take a square root, you need to remember plus or minus. Is it plus or is it minus? Well, in this question, it doesn't really matter, because I know that the middle number is 4, and I'm just going to go up and down by the same amount. So whether d is plus or minus 6, doesn't matter. I'm still going to go up and down. So really, it's both. It's up and down. So my three terms then are 4, I'll go up 6 to 10, and down 6 to negative 2. Yeah. And those are the three terms.